Right, just to film a little bit of the engine, how noisy it is before we change the water pump. So I'll let you have a listen to that. Okay, so that's with the accessory belt running. We'll change the water pump and we'll film it again. So what we're going to do first is, well, the way I do it is like this. I don't know how close you can get before it goes blurred. That's the only downside.
Right, okay.
12mm these, so we'll undo this one first. We'll take this one out first, we'll loosen it off, look, that's 12. Now down here, right in here, there's, I don't know if you can see that, there's a 14mm and it's hidden behind this belt. I have learned that you can undo it. I put a short bar on, got a short bar and a 14mm on there. Now I've kind of learned that you can slip it through the belt and just undo it like that. And if you do it right, you don't lose the knot, and if you don't, like that, you do lose it. It's not obviously the right way to do it, I don't think, but I don't know the right way. Nobody's ever told me. I make this up as I go along. So I'll take this bolt out the top now.
It's just gone off.
It's alright, it's still recording.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. Take that bolt off like that. I can now recover my socket like that. I don't take that 14 out, just leave it in. And take the belt, pull that back. I don't like that very much. We'll pull that back, take the belt off. Now when you take the belt off, I've noted that the writing you read from the engine side, because if you put it the other way around, it's the wrong way around when you put it back on. Removing the water pump, I've already taken off the belt, which I've shown you in the first part of the video. We're going to deal with the water pump now, so I'll try and film as much as I can. Very difficult holding the camera, but we'll see how it goes. Okay, so what we're going to do is at 10mm, we'll get it in here, we'll take these nuts off first, these bolts out if we can. Just bear with me guys, I've never done one of these before, so this will be interesting. Aha, it's not going to be very easy, is it? Oh, fancy that not being very easy. There must be a knack to this, because I can't get any force on the bolt to open it, to break it. Okay. Right, okay, we've jammed this bar in because it just spins. There we go. Just gently broke that first one on there. So we'll take that out of there. We'll move it and slot it through the gap there. And we'll pop it in there like that. So we've got something that's stopping it from spinning. I've probably got the wrong position there. There we go, look. We'll do the same on that one. That one's broken, that's undone that one. It's when I go round and I miss one, and I go, oh, which one I loosened? Oh no, this is one of, there we go, there's another one. Put that in there. One loosened. And there should be one left to do. There's 4 in it, so.
Bit higher up.
Got it. Get it. And there's your phone, right on cue. Okay guys, so we've got to this stage. They're now all just hand tight like that. Look, so I'll take each one out at a time. And just put them to the side. There's one out. There is the second one out. Spin it round. It's still a little bit tight, that one. Hopefully I can undo it by hand. I can. There we go, get that one out. Almost there. Almost there. One more after this. One out. And then, last but not least, this one. Now that wheel, as you can probably see, wants to fall off. Or it will do in a moment. Like that. And there we go, it's off. Okay, right, next. Okay guys, so there you can see the water pump there. There's a little bit of movement and I can feel it. I've got the new one here, which looks a little bit different, but according to the site I bought it from, it's the right one. So, right, we'll take the old one off and we'll go from there. Okay, for some reason we lost audio on this part of the video, so I'll just do a voiceover kind of. Right, it's a 10mm socket you want for these. Now, there's only 3 bolts that hold that water pump on. Just be aware that the other bolts around it are also 10mm, so make sure you get the right 3 nuts. Not nuts, bolts, sorry. We didn't drain the system down, as you'll see when I pull the pump off, because at the bottom of the Hyundai radiator was a small plastic, like a butterfly nut, what you have to undo to drain down the radiator. We couldn't get it undone, so what I decided to do was just carry on as I'm doing now, and then when I got this off I was going to drop the bottom hose off the radiator and flush it out with the hose pipe, which is what we did. And that's pretty much it really. Obviously refilled it with coolant after we'd fitted the new pump. Right, I'll let you watch the rest of the video. Okay, so we've got the new pump. It's got a rubber seal with it, as you can see me just pushing it into there's a recess there. I just pushed the rubber seal straight into there. There's a longer leg on the pump, so it goes on a certain way. So when you put it on, you will see that. I think the longer pump points towards the front of the engine, if I remember rightly. I just put the bolts back in. If you can find out what torque settings they are, I recommend you do. I don't have a manual, so I was unable to do that. So I just did it to what I thought would be adequate. Don't over tighten, obviously. And there you go. So there you can see me just fitting the pump back on. Okay guys, so there's a new water pump fitted. The engine's so much quieter now, it's unbelievable. You can still hear the ticking, so the ticking you can hear is the injectors, but yeah, that's it, it's all good.